Hey, what's going on, y'all? Jamar Dunson here to give a quick rundown about the Browns and basically why they're just not a good team. Especially with the Lions that we played yesterday, man, it's bad right now, especially on the offensive side of the ball. As you can see, our O line is old, tired, can't pass block for more than like 2 seconds. The play action doesn't work anymore. Flacco's old and tired, and honestly, he needs to go sit down at this point because what was he? 16 out of 34 for less than 200 yards, 2 picks, and I think he had a fumble. It's just not good anymore, man. He needs to sit down, retire. There's a reason why the other team got him, except for us. And my thing is, this offense, just as a whole, isn't good. The play calling is not good. We have an infatuation with using the tight ends when we don't have any playmakers outside of who? Quinshawn Judkins. I would say David Njoku, but he's been MIA. I don't know where he's been. So, yeah, what do you do? And the play calling. This is year 6 of Kevin Stefanski, and nothing's changed as far as explosiveness, as far as helping the defense out, sustaining drives, doing more than 3 and out. Yeah, the running game is solid, but you need a complementary offense. The passing game is non-existent. We have Jerry Jeudy, who's a number 2, borderline number 3 wide receiver, masquerading as number 1, dropping passes. You got Cedric Tillman, who's always hurt. You know what? My new name for him is Cedric Street Clothes Tillman. He is the AD of the Cleveland Browns. He's always hurt, and he got hurt again. I think with a hamstring injury, so he was out for the rest of the game. But he ain't do much anyway, so it don't really matter. David Njoku, honestly, at this point, he'll be what, 29 next year. To be honest with you, I wouldn't re-sign him. He ain't doing nothing. He's supposed to be like the game changer, and he's not a game changer. He's been, for the most part, invisible. He's got a few catches here and there, but against the Detroit game, you didn't hear his name called that much. Harold Fanning Jr. was called more for dropping passes, but he's a rookie, so I'll let that slide, but he's got to get together too. Jerry Jeudy, yeah, the Broncos won that trade. They told us he cannot catch. He's not consistent. He has the talent, but it's not consistent. And we took the bait, and we're seeing now that season from last year, that Pro Bowl season he had, it may have been a fluke because so far he ain't it at all. He's not it. Dropping passes. And have you noticed how we have no real deep threats? People that can consistently get space away from the defenders. Isaiah Bond, he had 3 catches for 58 yards, so he had a solid game, but when you put him more in the lineup, where was Thrash? I didn't see him anywhere. Where's Dylan Sampson? What happened to him? He had that amazing, well, not amazing, but that very good week 1 game against the Bengals, and he's been MIA ever since. What happened to him? Why isn't he being used more? Quinshawn Judkins, he's like the legit only consistent person that we use on this offense, but it takes more than one man to, you know, make an offense or defense work. The defense is getting tired. And when the Lions started to have short fields because of the offense ineptitude and the special teams, with Austin Schmidt missing the field goal, we get up a punt return. Like, when is Bubba Patron getting fired? When is he going to get fired? He don't need to have a job in Cleveland anymore. I'm sorry. He needs to be seen the door and leave because he's trash. DeAndre Carter, that's his name, punt returner. Nah, he don't need to be here either. He's not that good either, to be honest with you. It is, as a whole, we are all defense and nothing else. All defense and nothing else. We can't pass consistently to save our lives. We don't scheme our playmakers open. Why aren't we running plays specifically for Njoku? We're not running schemes for, more schemes for Dylan Sampson. Try to get Jerry Jeudy some more open looks. Try to fit Isaiah Bond into some more open looks. Let's do some, some option routes, some more jet sweeps instead of this tight end bubble screen, flea flicker to a tight end. Like, Kevin Stefanski loves his tight ends. That's one thing that's been consistent. He loves his tight ends. But Overall, our offense is inept. This offense is trash. It's terrible. The only team we might be better than offensively are the Tennessee Titans, because their offense is non-existent as well. But our offense actually could put up points. They got shut out by the Houston Texans, who, in my opinion, they're not even that good anyway. The Texans, they're not that good either. But they're better than the Titans, but that's not saying much because the Titans are trash. We're wasting this defense. This is like a top-tier championship defense, just like you could say from 2023. Honestly, for most of the years of Kevin Stefanski's tenure, if the offense played at least a 3 out of 5, as opposed to to complement the defense 5 out of 5 play, we would easily go like 9-8, 10-7, 11-6 every year. But I think it might be time, depending on how this next game goes. If he doesn't start Dylan Gabriel, if he's still starting Joe Flacco, and if our offense is 3 and out, or we get a good drive going and a penalty ruins it, because once we get a penalty, we can't come back from it. It's basically, you might as well get the punt team ready. If it's like that and we're down like 17-7 in the third quarter or something like that against the Vikings, I don't think Kevin Stefanski is going to make it past this year. He's not going to get fired mid-season, but he's not going to make it past this year. I don't care what anybody says. He's not going to survive this year. And his OC, what's his name? Reese, the offensive coordinator we got, yeah, he's not that good either. He sucks too. The offense is legit just an indictment. They're just an obstacle for the defense. Like I said, if we just had a competent offense, an offense that, occasionally can get too close within field goal range and it might even score a touchdown once every 3-4 drives, we would be 2-1 right now. We would have went 6-11 last year. We would have probably went 12-3, 12-5, 13-4 in 2023. It's supposed to go into 11-6. But Flacco needs to retire. We need, in the draft next year, we need to get a wide receiver, maybe 2. And we need to get a tackle. We need to get a guard. And we might need a center too. Basically, the offense needs a whole rework, minus the rookies that we have now. And if I had to keep anybody that's not a rookie, I would keep Isaiah Bond. Even though he's closely pushing 30, I would still keep David Njoku. I would still keep him for now. And the rookie quarterbacks that we have, other than that, I'm not too sure. Cedric Tillman, I will let Cedric Tillman go. I will let him bounce. David Bell, he can go too. And yeah, that's really about it. So, we got some decisions to make in the offseason offensively. The defense is playing their heart out. The offense is trying, but it's not good at all. So we'll see how this game goes against the Vikings. If we lose by like double digit points or more, and it's just like an offensive ineptitude performance like it was against the Packers and the Lions, we got to make a change. And if I was Jimmy Haslam, if it happens again, like they did with the Packers and the Lions, and you can say the Bengals too, and the Ravens for that matter, all 4 games this season, I would legit go down to Kevin Stefanski and force him to play Dylan Sampson or Shedeur Sanders. I'll be like, hey, I don't care what your game plan is. I don't care what you think is good for the offense, because what you're thinking ain't working, and obviously you're not doing a good job. This is your 6th year, and you still can't get it right. We've been through offensive coordinators. We've been through different quarterbacks. We've been through different systems. We let Nick Chubb go, and Jerome Ford's still on the damn team. How? Why does he still have a job in Cleveland? I don't know. But yeah, if I was Jimmy Haslam, if we lose again by double digits, I would tell Kevin Stefanski, you're starting Dylan Gabriel, or you're going to be out of a job before the end of the season. But if it keeps going how it's going, not that we lose games, but how we lose games, importance on the word how we lose these games, Kevin Stefanski's out of here. And Reese, you can see your ass out the door too, because this offense is trash. So that's all I got to say for tonight. I'll probably make a video in a few more days. We'll see what happens. But, yep, that's it. Y'all have a good night.